You're doing what? You're fucking a goat?
Billy, please.
Jesus Christ.
Don't swear.
Don't what?
Don't swear. You're too young.
Fuck that.
Billy, your mother.
A fucking goat, and you're telling me not to swear?
You know, your own sex life leaves a
all
little
right,
bit...
you two. Goat fucker. I said all right, you two.
Fucking faggot!
I said all right. Fucking faggot. Call me a fucking faggot.
I'm sorry.
Your father's sorry, Billy.
I'm sorry. You're gay, and that's fine, and I don't give a shit what you put where. I don't care one way or the other is what I mean.
Yeah, sure. Your father said he's sorry for calling you a fucking faggot because he's not that kind of a man. He is a liberal, right-thinking, decent, talented, famous gentleman who right now would appear to be fucking a goat, and I would like to talk about that, if you don't mind. Or even if you do. Sorry, Mom. You go right ahead.
Oh, dear.
Let's review Ross's letter, shall we?
How could he?
Because
How could
I
he do
love
such
you,
a thing?
Stevie, as much as I love Martin, because I love you both, respect you, love you, I can't stay silent at a time of crisis for you both, for Martin's public image and your own deeply devoted...
Bullshit!
Yes?
Yes.
So, anyway, let's not pretend that Ross didn't write the letter. Let us not pretend that I did not get it in the mail today. Nice that. No electronic nonsense. And let us not pretend that I did not read it.
No, of course not.
And let us not pretend that Ross does not tell me that you are, how does he put it, having an affair with a certain Sylvia, who I am mortified to tell you, he does get flowery, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Who I am mortified to tell you is a goat. Jesus!
Will you be still?
Hey, sure. I'm sure you'd rather hear it all from a dear friend, as opposed to what? The ASPCA?
Oh, God.
Doubtless, Martin will tell you all I have not, all I cannot. What are friends for, eh? So now you will tell me all that Ross has not, all that Ross cannot. After you tell me what friends are for, of course.
Oh, Stevie.
You stay away from me, you stay there! You smell of goat, you smell of shit, you smell of all I cannot imagine being able to smell. You stay there!
I love you!
You love me? Let's see if I can understand the phrase. You love me?
Yes.
But I have only 2 breasts. I walk upright. I use the toilet, and I give milk only on special occasions. You love me? I don't understand.
Oh, God.
How can you love me when you love so much less?
Oh, God.
Fucking a goat?
That does it! Out!
What did I say?
Enough!
For Christ's sake!
Go to your room.
Really, Martin? Go to my room?
Go to your room.
What am I, 8 or something? Go to my room. You better go, Billy. If you stay, you might learn something.
Nicely put.
Thank you. You really want me to leave you here with this pervert? Just go to your room, Billy, or go outside.
Or go to one of your public urinals or to one of those death clubs.
Knock it off!
Wow.
You seem to know a lot about all that.
I read.
Sure. Go, Mom, if you think it's okay. But not to your places. Probably go to my room. And I'll probably lie down in my bed and I'll probably start crying. But you won't be able to hear it. Either of you. Because you'll be too busy killing each other. But I'll be there. My little 8-year-old heart will for certain be breaking in twain, as they say.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, very good, Billy. Jesus Christ. Billy!
Let him go. Well, now, it's just you and me.
Yes?
I take it you want to talk about it.
Martin is having an affair with a certain Sylvia. Oh, God, I thought. At least it's not someone I know. At least it's not Ross's first wife, the one I thought you would if you were going to. Yeah, or maybe your new assistant.
Who? Ted Ryan.
No! The other one. The one with the Hooters.
Oh, Lucy something.
Yes, Lucy something.
You men are the end. Where was I? Martin is having an affair with a certain Sylvia, who I am mortified to tell you is a goat.
Yes. Well.
We will now discuss it.
Of course. Though you won't understand.
Oh? Because you know what I thought? What I thought after I'd finished reading the letter right to the end?
No, I don't want to know or guess.
Well, I laughed, of course. A grim joke, but an awfully funny one. Laughed at the awfulness of it, the absurdity, the awfulness. Some things are so awful you just have to laugh. And then I began to listen to myself laughing, and I began to wonder why I was laughing. And just like that, I stopped laughing. I realized, probably in the way, if you were to fall off a building, oh shit, I've fallen off a building. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go splat on the sidewalk. Like that. But it wasn't a joke at all. It was absurd and awful, but it wasn't a joke. And it all came together. Ross's letter and all the rest. That odd smell, the mistress's perfume on you. And so, I knew.
Oh, see.
Shut up! And so, I knew. And next, of course, came believing it. We all prepare for jolts along the way. Disturbances of the peace, the lies, the evasions, the infidelities, if they happen. I've never had an affair, by the way. All these years, not even with a cat or anything.
Oh, Stevie, please.
We prepare for listenings, and we think that we can handle everything, but we don't know, do we? Do we?
No, we don't.
Fucking right we don't! Something can happen that's outside of the rules that doesn't relate to the way the game is played. You've read about spouses, God, I hate that word, spouses, who start wearing dresses, yours or their own collection, wives gone dyke. But if there's one thing you don't put on your plate, no matter how exotic your tastes may be, it's bestiality!
Don't! You don't understand!
The fucking of animals! Now that's one thing you haven't thought to consider. Well, I wonder when he'll start cruising livestock. I must ask Mother whether Dad did it and how she handled it. No, that's one thing that you haven't thought about, nor could you conceive of. So, how was your day?
Well, I had a good day at the office. Made the design for the World City even larger than I had.
Good! Then what?
Huh? Well, then I drove back home.
What? You didn't stop by to see your lady friend? Get a lick in!
She's in the country. Please, Stevie.
In the country! Martin, did you ever think that you'd come home from your splendid life one day, walk into your living room and discover you had no life left?
Not specifically. No.
Well, I think we better talk about this. If I'm going to kill you, I need to know exactly why. All the details.
You really want to?
What, kill you?
No. Learn about it.
No, I don't really want to! I want the whole data to start over, to rewind. I want the real to reverse. But since I can't reverse time, yes, I do want to know. I'm reeling with it. Please, just make me not believe it. Make me not believe it!
Why aren't you crying?
Because this is too serious. Do goats cry, by the way?
I don't know. I haven't...
Made her cry yet? Well, what's the matter with you?
Stevie!
He can't even make a goat cry. What good is he? His son's probably crying as we speak. That was pretty awful what you said to him, Martin. Pretty awful. His son's probably lying on his bed, tears flowing. His wife would be crying, except she can't be that weak right now. And you can't even make a goat cry. Jesus!
I didn't say I couldn't. I said I haven't.
Well, the goats of this world must be very happy. Oh, you kid.
I can't have this conversation. I can't listen to...
Stay where you are! You will have this conversation with me and right now.
Where shall I start?
Right at the beginning. Why do you call her Sylvia, by the way? Did she have a tag or something? Or was it more? Who is Sylvia? Fair is she that all our goats commend
No,
her?
it just seemed right. Very good, by the way.
Thank you. You saw this thing. This goat. And you said to yourself, this is Sylvia. Or did you talk to it? Hello, Sylvia. How did you know it was a she? Was a female? Bag of nipples dragging in the dung? Or isn't this your first?
She is my first. She is my only, but you don't
I'm just
understand.
trying not to throw up!
Well, if that's the way you're gonna be.
No! Tell me.
All right. As I said to Ross
As
in
I
a...
said to Ross, no! Not as I said to Ross, to me! As you say to me!
In any event...
Not in any event! This event!
As I said to Ross.
Very well. As I said to Ross.
Thank you. As I said to Ross, I had gone to the country. To find the place we wanted, our country place. Verdancy, flowers, and green leaves against steel and stone, okay?
Okay, and it's lovely. Now get to the goat!
I'm getting there! I'm getting to her!
Ah, stop calling it a heart!
That is what she is! It is a she! She is a she!
I suppose I should be grateful it wasn't a male goat. Isn't a male goat.
Funny you should ask, as they say.
Oh?
There was this place I went to. Well, when I realized that something was wrong, I mean, when I realized that people would think something was wrong, that what I was doing was...
I am going to kill you.
Yes, probably. It was a therapy place. A place people went to talk about it, to talk about what they were doing and with whom.
What? With what? Not
Whatever
who?
a place, just please listen. A place to talk about it like AA, like Alcoholics Anonymous.
Goat Fuckers Anonymous.
Please. Please.
Sorry. Destroy me.
I went there and there were what? 10 of us, a group leader, of course, and...
What was he fucking? Who? Sorry.
He was cured, he said. Odd phrase. Was often.
Well, what had he been fucking?
A pig. A very young pig.
Go on.
Is there going to be a lot of that?
Probably.
You don't want Billy down here. Some things
Some
are...
things are what? Private? Sacred? Husband telling wifey about a very peculiar little therapy session. A pig?
Small one, he said.
Jesus!
You two okay?
Yes, we're fine. Go away, Billy.
Who's throwing things?
I am. Your mother is throwing things.
Is there gonna be more?
I imagine so.
If I gave you this one, I'm gonna take it upstairs.
I would have noticed, Billy.
Yeah, sure. Guys, hold it down.
I would have. I think I would have.
So, anyway, it was this place.
A pig? Really?
Well, everyone had, you know.
Someone? Or something?
Yes. There was this one goose.
Not geese! Not dogs! Not pigs! Goats! The subject is goat.
The subject is a goat. The subject is no. Don't, please, just listen. Sit and listen.
All right, I'm listening.
I said most of the people were having problems, were ashamed, or what's the word? Conflicted? Needed to talk about it while Well, I went there, I guess, to find out why they were all there.
Pardon?
I didn't understand why they were there. Why were they all so unhappy? What was wrong with being in love like that? There's so much I have to explain.
Oh.
You must promise to be still. Sit there and please listen, and then maybe when I finish, you just listen. Please.
How could I not?
I went there because I couldn't come to you with it.
Oh?
Well, think about it.
I suppose you're right.
And most of them had a problem, had a long history. The man with the pigs was a farm boy, and he and his brothers, when they were kids, just did it. Naturally, it was just what they did with the pigs. Or piglets, perhaps. That wasn't clear.
Naturally, of course.
Are you agreeing?
No! Just get on with it!
It was just what they did. Maybe it was better than
With each other? Or their sisters? Or their grandmothers? You've gotta be kidding!
No one got hurt. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, you bet we will.
And most of them had a reason. The man with the pigs was more a matter of habit than anything else, I guess. Comfort, familiarity.
Jesus.
Though he was offered. Cured, as he put it, which I found odd.
Of course.
Though I suppose he was no longer happy. Must you? I guess he wasn't happy anymore.
You mean you didn't ask him?
No. No, I didn't. The man with the goose was hideously ugly. I could barely even look at him. And I suppose he thought he could never. You know.
Do I?
Try and imagine.
I doubt I can.
Try. So ugly, no woman, no man would even think of doing it with you. Ever.
What a goose.
And I was unhappy there. For they were all unhappy.
My goodness.
And I didn't know why.
Really? Because I think that we've hit upon why I'm going to kill you.
There's something else I want you to understand.
Oh, something else!
I told him that in all our years together, yours and mine, in all our marriage, I've never been unfaithful. Never in all our years. Oh, sure, early on, one of your friends would grope me in the kitchen at a party, or...
I love my friends. They have taste.
Never unfaithful. Never once. I've never even wanted to. We're so good together, you and I.
A perfect fit, eh?
Yes.
You'd never imagine that a marriage could be so perfect.
Yes. I mean, no, I hadn't. And
great sex, good cook, even does windows.
be serious.
No! It is too serious for that. And fuck you, by the way.
Never once. People looked at me, said, "What's the matter with you? Haven't you got any, lust?" And sure, I said, "I've got plenty. All for Stevie."
La-di-da, la-di-fucking-da!
Listen to me!
Yes, sir! Yes, sir.
All the men I knew were having affairs, were seeing other women and laughing about it. At the club, on the train. I almost felt like a misfit. What's the matter with you, Martin? You mean you're only doing it with your wife? What kind of man are you?
You men must be fun together.
Odd man out. I only wanted you.
And I have something to tell you.
Oh no. Please don't tell
No,
me that.
hush! In all of our years together, I've never even wanted anyone but you.
Oh, Steve.
My mother told me. We really were good friends. I'm sorry that you never knew her.
I am too.
We talked together like sisters, and she said to me, "Be careful who you marry." And I was. I fell in love with you. No, I rose into love with you and have cherished you all these years. Been proud of you, been proud of what you've done. Been happy with our funny son. Been, well, happy. I guess that's the word. No, I don't guess. I know. I've been happy. Look at me, Mother. I've married the man that I loved, and I've been so happy.
Oh, Stevie.
Get your off of me!
All right, no more.
Yes, more. Vomit it all up. Puke it out. I'll never be more ready, so just do it. Do it. I'm laid all out for you. I am naked on the table. Just take all your knives and cut me. Scar me forever.
Before or after I vomit on you? Sorry. Sorry.
Women in deep woe often mix their metaphors.
Yes.
Get on with it. Very good, by the way.
Thanks.
And hopelessly inappropriate.
Yes, sorry.
Get on with it, I said.
Yes, but are you going to do that with all the furniture?
I imagine so. You may even have to help me with some of it.
Truce. Truce!
No! No! Truth! All of it! Now! Now! I want it now!
That was my mother's painting!
It still is. You found us our lovely country home.
Yes. And the day I found it, I called you. You remember I told you I'd put a hold on it.
I'll never forget.
And I was driving back out of town and back to the highway, and I stopped at the top of a hill.
Crest.
What? Who are you?
Crest! The crest! You stopped at the crest of a hill!
Yes.
On it, actually!
Yes. And the view was wonderful. Not spectacular, but wonderful. Fall. The leaves turning. It was then that I saw her.
Who?
Stevie,
Who?
don't.
Who could you have seen?
You asked for this. I'm gonna get it all out.
Serves me right, I guess.
I saw her, and she was looking at me with those eyes.
Oh, those eyes! Them eyes!
And what I felt was unlike anything I've ever felt before. It was so amazing. There she was.
Who?
She looked at me with those eyes of hers, and I melted, I think. I think that's what I did. I melted.
Oh, you melted.
I've never seen such an expression. It was pure and trusting and innocent. So guileless.
Guileless, innocent, pure. You've never seen children or anything? You never saw Billy when he was a kid?
Of course I did. Don't mock me.
Don't mock me!
I went over there to where she was. Over the fence where she was, and I knelt there. Eye level.
Goat level.
I will finish this! You asked for it, and you're gonna get it, so shut your tragic mouth! All right, now, listen to me. It was as if an alien came out of whatever it was, and it took me with it, and it was a purity and an ecstasy and a love of an unimaginable kind, and it relates to nothing, whatever, to nothing that can be related to. Don't you see? Don't you see the thing that happened to me? What nobody understands, why I can't feel what I'm supposed to. Because it relates to nothing. It can't have happened. It did, but it can't have. What are you doing?
I'm being tragic. psychologist would just love all of this.
I knelt there, eye level, and there was a what? An understanding so intense, so natural.
Oh, so there are some things that you can remember,
An understanding so natural and so intense that I will never forget it. As intense as the night you and I finally came at the same time. What was it? A month after we began. Stevie? It wasn't happening. But it was.
How much do you hate me?
Oh, I love you. And I love her. And there it is.
Go on.
I have to do this.
Right?
And there was a connection, a communication, well, an epiphany, I guess, comes closest. And I knew what was going to happen.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Please don't. Epiphany. And when that happens, there's no retreating, no holding back. I stuck my hands through the wires of the fence, and she put her face between my hands and brought her nose to mine and nuzzled.
I am a grown woman. A grown married woman. Nuzzled.
I hear Billy.
Are you hitting her? What the fuck? We're redecorating, honey. And no, he's not hitting me. I'm hitting myself.
I hear you, Tim. I am up there and I hear you. Just stop it, Jesus God, stop it!
We will, Billy. We're not quite done yet.
Just go outside, Billy. Go outside and play.
Go outside.
Leave the house! Leave us alone!
Do what your mother says. Go out and play. Make mud pies or climb a tree.
I come back here, find that you hurt her. Ow! Ow!
Mud pies?
Well, whatever.
What will you do if he comes back and finds that you've hurt me? When he comes back and finds that you've hurt me?
What?
Down from the trees, his hands all muddy. Nothing. You were in the middle of your epiphany.
Yes.
God, I wish you were stupid.
Yes, I wish you were stupid too.
Epiphany!
Yes. And it was at that moment that I realized
That you and the fucking goat were just destined
that
to
she
work.
and I were going to go to bed together.
To stool together! To hay! Not to bed!
What could not happen was going to. That she and I wanted each other very much, that I had to have it. Now stop it! Just listen!
Fucking Billy next!
He's not my type.
He's not your type! He's not your fucking type!
No, he's not! You're my type. You're my type.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, Stevie,
So
please.
I'm your type and so is she. So is the goat. As long as it's female, eh? As long as it's got a cunt, it's alright with you?
A soul! Don't you know the difference? Not a cunt, a soul.
You can't fuck a soul!
No, it's not about fucking.
Yes!
No! No, Stevie, it's not.
Yes. Yes, it is about fucking. It is about you being an animal.
I thought I was. I thought we all were animals.
We stay with our own kind.
Oh, we fall in love with many other creatures. With dogs and cats.
And we don't fuck them! You are a monster.
I am a greatly troubled, deeply divided...
Animal fucker!
Sylvia and I are...
You're gonna tell me that she wants you.
Yes.
What does she do? Back into making awful little bleeding sounds?
That's she.
Well, whatever! Presented herself, down on her forelegs, her head turned, her eyes on you.
Stop it! I won't go into the specifics of our sex with you.
Oh, thank you! You take advantage of this creature. You rape this animal and you convince yourself that it has to do with love?
I love her! And she loves me, and...
Now, you will listen to me. I have listened to you. I have listened to you tell me how much you love me, how you've never even wanted another woman, how we have a more perfect marriage than even chance would allow. We're both too bright for most of the shit. We see the deep and awful humor of things go over the heads of most people. We see what's hideously wrong in what most people accept as normal. We have both the joys and the sorrows of all of that. We have a straight line through life, right all the way to dying, but that's okay, because it's a good line, so long as we don't screw up.
I know,
Shut up! So long as we don't screw up. And you've screwed up.
Stevie.
I said shut up. Do you know how you've done it, Martin? Do you know how you've screwed up?
Because I was at the vegetable stand one day and I looked over to my right and I saw...
Because you have broken something. And it can't be fixed.
Stevie, it can't...
Fall in love with me? Fine. Well, no, not fine. But that can be fixed. Time. Whatever. But tell me that you love me and an animal. Both of us. Equally. That you can go from my bed, our bed. It's amazing, you know, how good we still are. How we still manage to please ourselves and each other so fully, so fresh each time. That you can go from our bed, get in your car, we wash your dick and go to her. And do with her things I cannot imagine myself imagining. Or worse, that you've come from her to my bed, our bed, to do with me what I can imagine. Love, want you for.
Oh, Stevie,
that you can do these two things and not understand how it shatters the glass, how stop and forgiveness have nothing to do with it, and how I am destroyed. How you are. How I cannot admit it, though I know it. How I cannot deny it because I cannot admit it. Cannot admit it because it is outside of denying.
Stevie, I promise you I'll stop. I'll do anything.
Stopping has nothing to do with having started. How nothing has anything to do with anything. You have brought me down, you goat fucker. You love of my life. You have brought me down to nothing. You have brought me down. Brought me down, and Christ, I will bring you down with me.
Stevie! Stevie?